guys, if you're new here, my name is Lydia. I said I was gonna post more, but it's been a month, but I'm back. Did you miss me? So yesterday I went on Instagram and I did that new little feature where your followers can send you questions, and I said, send me questions for my Q&A video. So I'm gonna be answering your questions today. Surprisingly, most of them were YouTube appropriate, so I'm very proud of you guys. There were a couple that led to me blocking people, but other than that, it was pretty good. Okay, let's go to the questions. I actually haven't like prepared answers for these yet, so hopefully it's not a huge mess. The first one is, what are your goals for the next 5 years? It's a hard one to answer. I think that in the next 5 years, I want to be very established in my career. I plan on still being in the adult industry. I will be 25, so I'm definitely hoping by then that my career has taken off. I want to move my career more into like a mainstream direction at one point. Hopefully 5 years from now I own my own house and I have some type of business outside of what I'm currently doing. I just want to be happy. I want to be rich and happy and successful, and I don't really have any specific goals other than that. I also want to like curate some type of platform or following to where all the girls that follow me, and guys, every gender, knows that they're badass bitches, and I really want to like help promote confidence, and yeah, hopefully 5 years from now I have the platform to do that. What made you want to get started into sex work? There was a lot of contributing factors. The fact that I had been working like 3 different part-time jobs since I was 16. I was working like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day just to pay my bills. I couldn't do anything. I was barely affording my rent, so that definitely led me towards it. Also, just following other girls that seemed very confident in what they were doing and seeing what their lives were like, which of course what you see on the outside isn't always what it actually is, but they present this very fun and successful life, and I wanted that. I think anyone that sees it wants that type of life, so that was definitely a contributing factor. The biggest reason was the need to support myself, and once I jumped into it, I realized that I really fucking love this industry, so I'm glad that it worked out that way. The next one says, do you see yourself continuing with this work after completing your schooling? By the way, I love you. I love you too. And I do see myself continuing this work after schooling. Initially, when I started in this industry, I told everyone, I'm just doing it to get through school, and I felt like I needed to say that so that people wouldn't judge me for it. But I've realized, like, fuck that. I love this job and I don't care what people have to say about it. School isn't a crutch anymore. I don't need to always say, hey, I'm in school, by the way. I'm just doing it because of school. If you're doing it because of school, that's completely fine. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, don't feel like you need school to justify what you're doing. If you're happy with what you're doing, then that's it. And fuck what people have to say about it. I 1000% do not think that I will ever have a job that requires a college degree. I don't think that I will ever have to walk into somewhere and show them my resume and say, look at all these degrees that I have, because that's not the path that I want for my life. Now, of course, studying business is helping me with my career, and that's awesome, but I've taken semesters off. You know, like, school isn't my #1 priority. I'm doing it because I want an education, because having a degree would be nice. I just ranted a little bit, but I don't think that I will quit adult work after I get my degree. School is important, but for me, it's not my guaranteed ticket to a job. I found my career, I found what I want to do. Now, if one day I wake up and I'm like, fuck this industry, I'm done, I can't do it anymore, who knows? But as of right now, that's not my plan. Belle said grilled cheese or mac and cheese. Definitely grilled cheese. I don't like mac and cheese unless it's like homemade or from a restaurant. Fuck Kraft. Like, ugh. When I was a kid and my grandma was like, we're making macaroni and cheese, I wanted to cry. Like, ugh. Someone said, what is your favorite part of your job and your least favorite? My favorite is, I just got like super excited. My favorite is definitely forming friendships and forming work relationships and meeting my fans and just, I don't know, I guess communicating with people. I love meeting new people. I love learning things from people. I love traveling. And all the opportunities that my job has given me with that is fucking amazing, and I love it. Now the money is nice, of course, but my dream was to travel, so I'm really happy that I get to do that. My least favorite is probably, ooh, this is hard. There's a lot of negative aspects of my job. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's definitely very hard not being able to outwardly be myself to everyone that I meet. I can't meet someone's grandma and they say, what do you do? I can't tell them, I'm a cam girl, I do this on the internet. And it's not because I'm ashamed, it's just because once I tell someone that, the mood might shift, it might ruin the dinner, like, you know what I mean? So it's really shitty not being able to casually talk about my job. Shitty not knowing who is using me for personal gain, and it's shitty not knowing who is pretending to accept me, because I've had so many people pretend to accept what I do, and it literally makes me so happy knowing that I have their support, and then I hear from other people that they don't support me, and it's just a really shitty feeling. So definitely that, the stigma that it brings, people's judgment is super shitty, and I mean, I'm a strong person. I've learned not to let it get to me, of course, but the strongest people still hear it, you know, and so that kind of sucks. Someone said, how old are you? I am 20 years old. My birthday is in January, the first day of AVNs, and I'm super excited because last AVNs I was standing with a group of cam models and security walked up and was like, can I see everyone's IDs? And he saw that I was 19 and he told me I had to go up to my room and I couldn't be on the casino floor even if I was talent or whatever. So this year I can do whatever I want, and I don't really drink ever, but if I want to take a shot, I can take a shot and that'll be fun. Someone said, how do you handle the hate? Whew, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I've literally been bullied online since I was like 14 years old. Since I started using the internet, girls in my hometown attacked me over everything I did. Like, literally, I wish I could think of an example, but I feel like I've blocked it out of my memory, but I would say something and I would just get attacked for it. Like, girls would literally fucking bully me, and at the time it didn't really seem like bullying, but now I look back and I'm like, damn, okay. And I feel like after years of literally getting like ripped apart on the internet, I just kind of, it doesn't bother me. Okay, so back then, like when I was 14, 15, 16, I was vulnerable. I was like not secure in myself. I was very insecure actually. And people fed on that. They knew that. They knew it got to me, and so that's why they didn't stop. But now I'm like, fuck you guys, I love myself, what are you gonna do about it? And either I don't notice the hate anymore, or it just genuinely doesn't bother me, it just goes over my head. But I feel like I'm getting less hate now, and I don't really have to deal with hate because it doesn't bother me. I don't know if that makes sense. I just think it's super important to build up a thick skin, especially if you're going into my line of work, because you're gonna get death threats and every kind of threat ever, and told that you should die, and told that you're ugly and everything. Literally, you could say hello, good morning, and someone would be like, fuck your morning, you ugly ass hoe, like showing you're on the internet, and you're just like, what did I do? So definitely just let it go over your head, fall off your shoulders. What people say on the internet doesn't define you. You're badass no matter what. That's it. How and why did you first start dancing? So I started dancing when I was 19 at a very small club in Texas, in a very small town. And one of my best friends would come out to visit me, and she would dance there because she was a dancer and I wasn't. I was working at Buffalo Wild Wings. And so one day I just decided to go with her, and we made amazing money, and I wanted to move to LA, so I danced and I saved up money, and it gave me the money to move to LA, and that's why I started dancing. I'm like so congested, I sound crazy right now. Someone said, have you ever went on a date with someone you've met on Instagram? I will not. Before I was like doing what I'm doing, I met people off of the internet and I went on dates with them and I actually dated them, but that would never happen again. There's like 0 chance of that happening again, ever. Like, it'll never happen. Like, let me just reiterate that. It will never happen. I'm sorry. I dated someone that I met through Twitter last year. and that's the last time I will meet someone off of the internet. It's just... I have no words. Someone said, would you ever get a chance to go on Brazzers? I have no plans of doing professional porn, so I don't think so. I'm sorry to disappoint. Someone said, what is your personality like off camera? Also, I love you, and you're so inspiring and beautiful. Aw, you're so sweet. I love you too. I don't know. I feel like if you ever have watched me on cam, I'm very goofy and silly, and I'm like that in real life. I think the only difference is that I'm very quiet, unless I feel comfortable. If I'm in an atmosphere where I feel comfortable, I'm very talkative. But I just feel like if I don't have anything to say, then I don't say it. There's no point in just wasting my words. But I think I'm pretty much the same, just more quiet. My puppy's toy was making a noise. I was trying to dance. If I got to your question, thank you for sending me them. Thank you to everyone that sent me questions. Even if I didn't answer yours, I'm sorry. I might have not seen it. I plan on making new videos every week. I hope so. Please don't hold me to this because I've said this so many times and it doesn't happen and I get busy. But I really want to start doing YouTube videos pretty often. So if you could like this video and subscribe, I would appreciate it so much. Maybe comment what kind of videos you want me to do in the future. I love hearing you guys' suggestions. I had fun doing this, and if you enjoyed, let me know. Maybe we can do more of these. Thank you guys for watching. I love all of you. You guys are so fucking awesome. Go follow my social medias, and I will see you next time. Mwah!